Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. WeArEuS, and this is Steelrising. So, last episode, there's a couple of things to go over here. Last episode, we acquired the ability to inflict fulmination on enemies at will, provided we can find the opening to do so without taking damage in the process. And for lighter enemies, it apparently can also interrupt certain attacks, which is always useful. But once we became able to inflict fulmination, we were finally able to test it and determine whether its damage type was percentage based or fixed. And bad news, it's fixed. We can increase it by equipping certain modules, but I've currently got the best types of modules equipped, so there's no room for that. Therefore, as it stands, fulmination only adds 15 damage per attack dealt to the enemy afflicted by it, or afflicted with it. Not great, but I expected that would be the case long ago before I was even able to utilize fulmination as a damage type. You can go back and in the earlier videos, sometime after being told about fulmination, I figured out what would probably be the best case for it, and that would be, as has been proven, light weapons. Any fast attacking weapon is going to get the maximum value out of fulmination. I have no real interest in speccing into utilizing fulmination for light weapons, which I've, come to really like, especially these. In case you're new here and you just started watching this, you should probably go back because there's an entire story involved with why we're here in particular. If not, well, these weapons, if you're not going to do that, these weapons are the foil and dagger, and they're pretty freaking good. So good, in fact, that I've invested quite a bit of upgrade ingredients into them. So I can probably utilize fulmination more frequently with these, as would be wise. For burning and freeze, as I would have expected, heavy weapons get the most value out of burning, because while you're waiting for an opportunity to attack, burning is doing free damage for you. And with freeze, any weapon type gains an advantage with that one. Mostly charge attacks gain the greatest benefit because there's no risk in using them. Light weapons probably get slightly more depending on how the freeze decreases, or how much the freeze decreases depending. I haven't tested the freeze with light weapons and heavy weapons, because if you do normal attacks with them, each hit decreases the, duration of the freeze. And I don't know if it's based on damage or if it's just based on their resistances or what. I like to think about these little things, so that's why I'm talking about them now. So, the reason why we are here, rather than where we were in the last episode, is, as I said, because we found this woman's son, who was the guy who was hiding out near the boss. Speaking of the boss, we'll wait on that. Hopefully I remember after we finish speaking with her.
Take comfort, madame. Your son is safe and sound. He has found a safe haven where he is not in danger, and will stay there until it's safe to come out.
Praise be to God. Without you, I would have been overcome with worry. Here, for your trouble.
Yes.
A little something to help you continue your fight.
Give us the precious petrification grenade and endurance fluid. Could have been worse. I don't know what this woman's doing with a grenade and why she's got green juice, but I'm not going to question it. So, let's put fulmination. It's not going to be really useful against this guy. Freeze is useful against this particular enemy. Wait, can we afflict him with both? Oh, the experimentation never ceases. So, first things first. Then, come on. Still nothing. So I couldn't interrupt that. Good to know. We'll actually use the oil burette. I mean, I know that sign on its health bar meant that it was unblockable and had to be avoided. I didn't expect it to be unstoppable as well. Fine, we'll deal with this guy since the targeting system wanted to focus on him. Know-how chemical capsules. What? Oh yeah, that is so freaking good. The kick is Y. And it completely consumes the kick completely consumes the freeze, which is an interaction that makes sense. Ooh. I pressed all the wrong buttons that time. Okay, so let's test how the decrease works with normal attacks. It was about a quarter decrease with each hit. I got interrupted. That's fine though. A little bit of that, and heal up, and then we switch to a heavy weapon. See how much this decreases. I need you over here, bud. And then we hit you at range. Yeah. There's not another enemy in there to test on. I apologize if these tests are uninteresting to you, but they just absolutely fascinate me. So, where did we... Can't go that way or we'll die. Why do I have 14,000 essence? Unspent, most important. Being the most important part of that information. I know why I have, well, why I had as much as I did when we started the video. That's because I did some wandering and ended up in a place I shouldn't have been without you guys. I apologize. I messed up. I got a little ahead of myself, did a little wandering, and we have 6 keys. I guess we can upgrade this, just in case we get our hands on a level 2 Avarice mod, which I'm hoping they have here. Balance, Frost, Critical. No. Still. See, like modules such as this one, the Fulmination, it increases Fulmination damage. By how much? I don't know, and I would have to test in order to find out. Which sucks. Anyway. Let's see, can we upgrade our weapons any? I mean, we could, but the Hephaestus batons. Right, I forgot about those. I actually want to equip them while I'm thinking about them, otherwise I'll completely forget and it'll be back to the Wheel of Vengeance, a catch-all weapon to beat catch-all weapons, I suppose. I do like the fire chain, but it's too slow for the kind of weapon that it is. I really do like the musket, but it's just inferior to the batons here. But of course, the batons I could only actually get in this area, so there's that. Anyway, let's see. We need... Oh, right, we are supposed to spend the essence. So that means we can spend it on literally one upgrade to our stats. We could increase our physical damage, our durability, trying to recover what we lost when we took off that health module. Our endurance is fine. I'm not too worried about that. The critical hit multiplier, however, is interesting. It'll increase our damage by 20... Nope, it'll move up to 32%. Are they really worth investing anything in, though? I'd rather have the rather significant boost to... Well, that's not a significant boost to its damage at all, which makes me look like a bit like a fool. Health, I do like increased loot. So let's see. Charged attack. Beautiful. We have 300 of the capsules, so I'm not particularly miffed about spending any of them. Not at least not until we get down to about 100. I forgot the attack button. I was going to press... I just finished recording, in case you're new here. I just finished recording... What's its face? Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. So the attack buttons on that are currently square and triangle, depending on which character I'm using. If it's Guru, it's triangle, which is also a thing I have to try and keep track of now, because sometimes I catch myself trying to press the square button to attack with him. We actually need to go down here, don't we? Because then it goes... No, that takes us back to the other side. And there's no... We can see from here... I mean, we could take the little... If I just wholeheartedly did not believe in this control, the way she controls a bit like a tank. I mean, she can turn around on a dime, which is magnificent. But it's still, she controls heavy, and trying to jump across those while it may be possible, I am not willing to invest in that. And by invest, I mean gamble on that. There should be, now that we have the grapple, there should be a way around. Such as this, just for starters. Remember, kids, always look up. Need to keep looking around. I need to be careful because I know there are enemies around here somewhere. Need to keep looking up for any areas that might be accessible with just the grappling hook. There was a mini-boss here before, but, well, he went the way of all mini-bosses that stand in my way. I know where we need to go, but I'm... oh, dear. Oh, that is a magnificent combination. I couldn't have planned it better if I had tried. Which I didn't. That was an oopsie-daisy. But we like those kinds of oopsie-daisies. So, this way then. Then this way. Keeping your eyes on the skies, as always. Should be... good, good, good. Use this. Restore any burettes that I didn't use because I completely dominated everything on the way here. But we have dogs here. And unfortunately, the damage type that projectiles do, I don't think we have properly invested in. This does physical damage that scales with alchemy and power. Alchemy is still our highest damage stat. I wish they would let us combo ranged attacks into melee attacks. That'd be nice. So then I could shoot light or heavy attack into shoot, and... or I'd just say ranged. But I like how shoot sounds childish. So heavy, shoot, maybe? Or heavy, shoot, light, shoot? Things like that. You know, it's the little stuff that really, really makes combat worth being involved in, you know? 2, and then just stands around. We like that. So you can parry that. That's nice. It's very good to know, so I don't end up doing that to a boss. Pop goes Louis. I should probably... I've spent so many freaking alchemical capsules. I just tried to double jump. Shame on me. Hey, bud. Okay, I don't have counter on this. Why must you be this way? I really... really hate being kicked. There's literally no time to react for something like that. Let's use gun, shall we? First. Whoops. Shoot. Wait for the capsules to refill. Shoot. May as well spend the rest of our endurance. Shoot. I wonder if I could use a charge attack before going for the critical hit. Huh. Interesting. Oh, by the way, I just realized it, but that guy wasn't catching fire as easily because he has resistance, because he uses a fire-based weapon. So, you'll notice that there's the hook right here. This takes me eventually all the way around to the other side of the gate where the boss was. Let's go ahead and refill our burettes here. Should we let this guy know that we spoke with his mother, or... I guess it couldn't hurt. We can skip it. Oh, we can't talk to him at all, so there's that. Okay, so there's no loot to be found here. I'm pretty sure I already took whatever was on this guy. And then there should be a grapple over here, right? Ooh, loot. Please, please be something really good. A Volley Mallet? Oh well. I am intrigued. So, characteristics. Physical damage, pretty high. It's obviously a heavy weapon given that fact. As I was saying, it only scales with power. It's heavy. Has decent impact. Every heavy weapon is going to be measured against the Wheel of Vengeance, even though it's at level 3. So its impact isn't great, considering that the impact, then again, this one is upgraded to level 4. So I guess its impact is passable for a heavy weapon. Its power affinity is B. Which makes me wonder how low Wheel of Vengeance's power affinity was before I upgraded it. We don't have the material or the essence necessary to upgrade this thing to level 3 to find out, though. Anyway, it's got 30 immobilization. Wheel of Vengeance only has 36, so it's okay. And for the thing that matters the most, its special move, Volley of Gunfire. When the device is lit, Aegis delivers a powerful blast of gunfire that momentarily disrupts the enemy's motor functions. It costs 2 alchemical capsules, deals 30 physical damage, 106 impact, and 30 immobilization. Sure, let's go ahead. Well, hold on, I don't want to... There we go. Oh, yeah. So, now we get to swing around a massive... There's nothing else here. That's fine. So, apparently the way I went was the way I was supposed to go. I did not realize that. I was sure that we would be able to progress to our next destination or objective, whichever you'd like to refer to it, whichever way you'd like to refer to it, by going this way. And then I was assuming we'd, get around somehow. But apparently the way I went was the way we were actually supposed to go to get to... I don't remember the exact name of the place. I can see it in my head, not clearly given that it's in another language entirely, but I know where it is we're supposed to head next. Donk. Ah, that's it. I wish we could rename the weapons. This would be my donking stick. Let's go ahead and donk in real combat so we can learn its eccentricities. Hey, bud. I was about to try and counter its attack because I've been doing it for so long. It's my blood type. I'm blood type C for counters. Don't forget that you also apply immobilization damage when you use any manner of attack immediately while dodging. It's got a bit of distance on it. Very bit of distance. Hey, bud. How goes things? How's your mom? Okay. Right, she's dead. I probably am responsible for that as well, now that I think about it. Hey, wow, the amount of impact or immobilization damage that does. I can't be in melee range when I try to charge. He died on his back, and then you probably thought I wouldn't notice. He died on his back. Well, he got knocked back upon being killed and fell onto his back, but then suddenly flipped onto its front. Cute. No way I could let that slide, but cute. Come on. Try to be cool about it. Alright, so this is the way we needed to go. I didn't realize that at the time, so I ended up traversing this entire area without you guys. That's my mistake. Hey, bud. Right, I don't have counter, so I can't just sit in your face like that. Bonk. You like my stick? Good news, it likes you too. Got a pretty face. I'd say mouth, but they don't have mouths. Now, this is where two guys were talking. I'm guessing this music all of a sudden got dramatic, and I got where there might be someone onto me, so I had to look around. There were two people here talking about the bridge that's out there that's collapsed, the one we had to cross. That guy. They were talking about that bridge and wondering why the robots destroyed them in the first place, what they were trying to achieve by doing so. It culminated in absolutely nothing, but it was interesting. And then they stopped talking, which was weird because it was obviously the middle of a conversation, and then they started talking again when I left and came back in. So I'm still confused. I might be able to interact with this, but maybe it's bugged. And because we ran into that issue earlier, I'll never be certain. Hey, bud. What if I did this? I think this is going to be our new favorite weapon. The immobilization alone. Ow, you rat bastard. How much does it spend? Only 2 capsules? Ooh, frick, we almost died. Motherfricking. Okay. We got a little dirty there. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. So, we've got 2 obvious paths we can take. We can jump onto this shed here, go across that, dash onto that. I don't know what that's supposed to be called. And then we can go over the fence? Gate? Wall. We can go over the wall, or we can go jump on top of those crates and go up here. I'm pretty sure this is the way to go further. I want to see what's on top. What's on the other side of that gate, though, or wall. That, I'm pretty sure, is where we just came from. But I'd like to be certain. I don't want to leave anything unexplored. we go over there, though. We can't come back. At least it's not obvious if we can. I mean, we can get back here easily enough. Curiosity wins. Ah, right back where we started. Wonderful. I hadn't seen that area from that side, so it was difficult for me to figure out that's where we had just come from. But now I know. Now you know. And you don't have to be like me. Now let's try to charge attack this guy. We can't charge attack at all. Because even at a distance that should be beyond the range of the weapon, in order to even trigger that, it still triggers the critical hit. Fascinating. They don't want you to abuse that at all. Shame. Ah, right. Then there's this. Alright, so here, I remember clearly that there was an item on this little outcropping because they've done that before. That's why it stuck with me. There's that going down there. I don't think we actually did that, so let's go ahead and take care of that now. I'm pretty sure that under here is an enemy, right there. I haven't dealt with that guy before because look at that. You really expect me to do fighting on a cliff that leads to an instant death? No. And if you did, you haven't been watching the channel very long. I suggest you put in some time with my videos. Mother fricker just tried... He just did shoot me. Rat bastard. Ah, I see. So we've dealt with that guy before, which means we've been in here together, right? Oh no, I came here on my own and kicked all of the gates in. There's another gate on their side. I'm trying to determine if... I didn't even see you there. Oh, this isn't gun. Let's equip gun. Hey, bud. How's your family? Right, I keep killing them. I shouldn't be asking that. It's really rude. Bang! What? Where's my freaking immobilization damage? Just stopping to make sure that this isn't going to lead to an ambush, at least not immediately. Break everything. That's the rule in a Souls-like. Whoa, 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 whoa. It hit me. I was trying to charge attack and assumed that I wouldn't be stopped by a mere fireball. Come on, donker. Donk them. Get donked, kid. Trying to make sure there's no one else here to surprise me. Most people, when they hear an enemy suddenly appear, they stop, super surprised. What? I didn't even know. Don't be them. Run then turn around and try to figure out where they came from and where they currently are in relation to your current position. Act, don't react. Gun? There we go. I don't know why the first... Wow. Excited, aren't you? I got hit by that, which is the greatest thing to bring shame to me since... I really can't think of anything. I mean, there's probably something. Bang. Woo, avoided that, but almost ended up in the drink. Because I can, of course, die right here. Because that makes sense to someone, somewhere, that was developing this game. Anyway, I have been here before. Being locked onto this guy allows me to move sneakily, more faster, more quickly. Bonk. My fault. Donk. Also, there is... If you come here normally, there should be a wooden board up against the wall, like right here, and there's an item underneath it. So keep an eye out for that. And this is where I ended up, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I could have sworn I ended up here from a different area. Weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and restore our burettes. We only spent... Why are you like this? We only spent 2 of the oil vials, so that's fine. We don't need to restock on those. I'd actually like to upgrade you. I need more ingots. Go to the boutique. Wrong one. Buy 2 of those. They're 2,000 essence each. I might not even have enough to upgrade the thing now. Go back. Yeah. Let's... Oh, we just were able to upgrade it. So, where is Old Faithful? Wheel of Vengeance is right here. Wait, I can't compare them here. Just realized that. So let's do this. This will be compared to it. Right? Yeah. Okay, so the Wheel of Vengeance has much higher impact, but it's also considerably slower. I would have to say it's considerably slower to attack than the mallet is. Though the mallet actually feels pretty freaking good. I don't know why it does so much immobilization damage. It has to be multiple hits, all done at the same time. That's the only thing that makes any sense. I wonder if it's more effective the closer you are. And then there are times where it seems like it just doesn't do anything. It's only been the one time, I have to admit, but still. I wonder how it would be affected, how its damage would be affected by fulmination. I mean, I know we started the episode off strong with using all of the mobility options as combat utility, but then just sort of forgot, as you do. I know there's another enemy around here. There he is. I would like to aggro this guy without aggroing the other one. Did I just kill him? Bonk. My mistake, sir. Donk. If we're going to advertise the donk, we have to advertise the donk. And not... Whoa. You were quick. I've got one of those too, you know. I was... Oh, okay, so it's technically my fault. What I was trying to do was dodge it to my immediate left, but I forgot that being targeted to the enemy, I don't actually dodge in a straight line. I dodge clockwise in relation to the target, which meant that I instead ended up dodging around him just to end up behind him, rather than dodging away, as would have been preferred. I don't think I missed that grapple. I instead want to make sure I explore this place thoroughly and look up, because this guy seems like too easy of a target. So easy as to be suspicious. Your donk has arrived, good sir. That will be $49.99.99. I want to make sure I explore this place. I thought that was an item. Explore this place thoroughly before we progress. Also, we want to unlock this wherever this is supposed to go. Well, giant hanging robotic framework. Doesn't seem ominous at all. Anything going on over here? See, an item. Just barely hidden by the fire. It's much harder to see from further away, though. Is this where I'm supposed to go, or not? Because if not, I would rather not... I would actually rather go this way. Here's something off to the right. There's an item here. We could... Ooh, frick, what? We somehow aggroed the enemy through the wall because I made noise. The audacity of me, right? There's also that thing there. I don't think... Yeah, he's up high, which isn't an issue. We can deal with him later. First... Yeah. Hey, bud. Lovely weather we're having. I had to do something to stop myself from asking about his family. Mother fricking. Combo! Combo donk! Beautiful. Couldn't have planned it better myself. This gate is locked by a mechanism. We still don't have all the things in this game? Good. That means there's more game for us. More time for us to spend together. Hey, bud. Coming to get you. Don't be afraid. It'll only... Mother fricking... It'll only hurt for a little bit. My donk is stronger. We should probably heal. I don't anticipate there being a boss anytime soon, but no. I've been wrong before. Ooh, a chest. We actually really want that. Now, we've only come across 2 locked chests, but that's only because we've only been the places we could access. I'm going to ignore that happened. We've only been in the places we could actually easily access. Replacement lever. It's not an item that I can equip. So why was it in a chest? I don't understand. So we can well, I want that. It might not even be worth the effort, but I want it. Woo! Almost failed. Thankfully, we can reset our falling damage. Oh, actually, could get across from here. You can reset the range at which you take fall damage by simply using the selling momentum. I don't think the bird bot can get up here. Mother fricking. Okay. Ow. Boom. So that apparently just immediately filled its impact or immobilization meter, which is interesting. We do a bit of healing over time. Mother fricking. Okay. I tried to run, but you saw it, right? She started moving and took all day to actually get to speed. Whereas if you're not in combat, she just starts sprinting. I guess it's the time it takes to turn around because it was still slow even there. Which is gross because I can't. I mean, I could remove the target lock and then turn the camera and sprint, but even then it still takes her like a half second to even get up to speed. It's a mess. I don't know if there's actually an item up there. Oh, we can do this. And then check. Nope, no item. We use the selling the momentum in order to reset our fall. I actually want to go out here before we go any further. It looks like that might be the right way to go. So we want to go up here first. There's a chest up here. Beautiful. Wonderful. Hopefully this will make up for the one that we got the lever from. Hopefully this is not another part of it. Flame resistance module and a module key. That's actually pretty good. The key, not the other one. The flame resistance module has no real value to me. Let's go ahead and have another seat. This will reset everything in the area, but I'd rather have my WeArEuS back. Let's go around and deal with the things as we did the first time. I did not want him to... Whoa, he shot at me. Nope. Thought I heard a shot. Motherfrickin', I was in the middle of a dodge. What nonsense is that? Yeah, so the only thing you can actually do against that is to literally, since there's a bit of a wind up, you can see it coming, just start dodging backwards. And hope you actually have stamina to facilitate it, because you could always not. So we need to get back up here. But we can actually do that like this. And we're out of there. Rooms upon rooms. No items to speak of, so let's continue on. It appears we're alone. That's good. To all clerk employees, by the order of the king, I ask each of you to provide the Comte de Cagliostro. No, it's Cagliostro. With your unconditional cooperation and provide him with anything he may wish to take away or consult. Signed, Thoreau de Croz. Croz? It has to be Croz. It can't be Crosny. Lieutenant General de Police. And we have Abbe Gregoire's notes, which is one of the things we were after. Well, it was the thing we were after. Unfortunately, there's nothing else of value here. Why are there chests in this game you can't open? I just can't let that go. It's annoying. There's no good reason for something like that to exist. Why are we here? Just to suffer? There aren't no items. I mean, I know there was one there. Frankly, it would have been more of a pain to try and get to that from here than the way we did it before. Ow. So much damage. Oh, this. I didn't see this here. A quest item really should not have been in a chest where you get actual equipment and items from. It just shouldn't have been. I feel cheated. There could have been something actually useful to me in the long term in that. Instead, I didn't actually need to use that. Thankfully, it was just the burette, and there doesn't appear to be anything nearby, which is always good. Thankfully, I only used the burette and not an oil vial. No need to bother spending any time trying to look at upgrades or anything, because we don't have enough essence for anything. Okay. Always, always keep your eyes open for loot. I mean, at least that's the mantra I live by. Sire, I understand your concerns regarding the longevity of your most illustrious of armies, given the present trouble. Also, there is a very, very nice chest which may have something of actual long-term value to us. Or it could be armor that we just have no use for. Anyway, however, I assure you that the science that drives them is no longer merely experimental. With the Vestals in strategic positions throughout the city, as long as there are sufficient casualties, and with the revolutionary rabble in revolt, I rather doubt there won't be, your mechanical soldiers will have all the energy they require to crush this treasonous insurrection. Yeah, that was read with a southern accent, and could have been better. Insurrection definitely could have been read better. But then again, I can't remember any instances where I ever heard someone with a southern accent say the word insurrection. So I did my best. Now, reward me in equal measure. Frick. Well, very least, I have to look at them. T-Rash. And actually, that looks okay. But it's still T-Rash because the armor value is negligible. Maybe the color for this is nice, but nah. So it was a chest filled with nothing, as I feared. You know, it's definitely to the right. In this area somewhere. I'm pretty sure that means we can jump over that part of it, which is weird because it shouldn't be able to support being jumped over, since you can't jump over this part here, assuming you could reach it. You might say to yourself, how could you possibly know this? You don't know this. You're just assuming. I'm assuming based on experience with how they've coded the game in other areas. Oh, hey there. Hi there, hello there. Charge attack incoming. Brace yourself. It's not over yet. I didn't see him there. And yet I found myself unsurprised when I noticed him. Nice. It's always good not to... Ooh, what the frick? Well, that's terrible. That is... Ooh. They are going to have trouble getting him up. It looks like it might have been able to pierce his heart, so he might have died instantly. Because if not, he suffered. This is a lever. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. We activate these. I don't know why we want that activated, but, well, maybe it'll bring me here. But first, I see an enemy that needs killing. And an item. That's mine. So this one is electric. It appears to be alone, but I can't see under... Oh, that's a doorway. Yeah, this guy appears to be alone. We like that. I think we'll freeze him and then go for... the big volley. Bang! You gonna explode, bud? Hey, he had the decency to take me on like a man. Much to his detriment, but I appreciate it just the same. I don't like this seam in the wall here. This irks me something greatly. Also, her severe shivering. But we can ignore that in favor of this wall, which is just... that's just awful. Moving on, though. We got two ways we can go. I hear her. Oh. And it's moving, so... Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, they're both on to me now. Incoming. Prepare for donk. Get away. I don't care. It's a little chilly, that is all. Wow, that probably should have hit me. Hey, bud. How's it going? Woo! That actually hit me. Surprise, surprise. You want to try that again? Or... Pocket sand! More? Pocket sand! I can't actually... Ooh, goodness. Woo! I could have died there. Incoming! Donk. Oh, this guy is actually a problem. I was in the middle of a dodge. Come on. Get away. And then he spins for a long time. I should surely be able to get him. I was... I think it was actually starting to... Wow, that guy was trouble. I don't expect to see him again once I visit the Vestal, but still, trouble. Really? I just want to go up. So there's another darn Dooter up there. But first, I want to check to make sure there aren't any slippery noodles waiting to try to ambush us. Barring that, there don't appear to be any grappling points or places to get up to. So there's that as well. Oop, item. A bit of cast iron. So there's a Dooter over to the right. I didn't expect him to try dooting on me. Hey, bud. Was trying to see if I could get a back attack on the guy. Ooh, right up the middle. If he had nuts, well, they'd bolt. A little bit of robot humor for those of you who are robots? I don't know. We didn't take any damage, so there's no real reason to heal up right now. Of course, I probably should do it anyway, but... doesn't appear to be anywhere to go from here. Aside from over that, like I knew we would. Darn Dooters. Okay, so the path we took us to the Dooters. Actually, there was another path we could have taken. I realize that now. Go ahead and clamber up that. There's a shooter. And there's a area under here. Wow, this was not worth it. But at least I did come back and check. Ooh, we also forgot to get that. Probably because that guy was such a freaking nightmare. So let's go ahead and restore our oil burettes. That is the other direction. And left here. In addition, you know what has to happen now, don't you, ladies and gentlemen? We have to end the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back. Oh, you had better believe that we will be back with another episode on Wednesday. Oh, it's been a good one. You know, we didn't get our butts beaten too badly until we ran into that one guy with the, well, that we just fought a moment ago. Well, not the duder. The duder is the one we fought a moment ago. I'm talking about the one with the two big fiery balls. He was a bit of a cheat. Not a fan. We also fought him in really close quarters, really tight area. It's probably best not to fight someone with balls that massive in a space that small. There ain't room for the two of us. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, right. We could have frozen the guy. Why didn't I tend to forget that. Also, this mallet is amazing. The amount of immobilization. I keep saying because when I go to say the word, I realize I'm about to say impact, which isn't really relevant. The impact is relevant, but it's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the immobilization, which builds up in the diamond that represents your targeting that enemy, allowing you to eventually do a critical attack on that enemy. It's really good for that. And so I want to invest more into impact. See, there it is again. I want to invest more in immobilization as well as impact. It's got its value. But the immobilization apparently is where it's at. And thankfully this is, well, the downside of this weapon is that it's, lacking the ability to counter an attack. But it also means that since I don't have to worry about countering attacks, I don't get tripped up by enemies with delayed attacks, which are my kryptonite, my nemesis. Wait, that door is locked, right? Yeah, that door is locked. So that's a benefit. All I have to do is rely on dashing or dodging, more accurately, to do my damage, well, for my defense. Don't get me wrong, though. I really, really love the counterattacks. Also, we have a build centered on using counterattacks, but we're not using it, so we actually need to get rid of that for... Yeah, that's the one. Oh, yeah, just go ahead and slot that right inside. Do we have anything... That's fulmination resistance. Do we have anything else that might be better than this immobilization module? Longevity, fighter flying, ventilation, that's not a thing. Significant boost, no. I don't like to have low health because enemies hit hard. Increases the immobilization generated by dodge and sprint attacks, no thank you. Anyway, that's it for us today. Again, for those of you who, might have zoned out in the past few seconds, we will be back on Wednesday with another episode of Steelrising. And I hope this game has much, much more in store for us. I really, really do. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.
You see